Hello Capricorns, welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarot, or welcome back to Timsy's Naked Tarot if you are a regular viewer. If you are new here, I hope you enjoy the reading and subscribe and join the tarot team. Okay, so we are doing an old and new read for you today, and I've completely screwed it all up already. Oh well, we'll carry on. You're meant to be number 12 in the cycle, or in this around the reads, and you are actually, you're becoming number 7. So that's fine. So we are dealing with the 7 of Pentacles, which came out for you in the All Signs overview. Okay. And basically that means it is divine timing. It's harvest time. For you, basically, you are reaping in the old harvest and you are planting out for the new harvest. So there's our first energy and there's our second energy. Okay, it is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Not every read can resonate with you. Perhaps you're working from a different aspect of your birth chart. Go and check out the All Signs overview. There is a link in the description for it, so just click on that. See what else resonates with you and go from there. Okay, so 7 of Pentacles, divine timing, basically harvest time for Capricorns. Let's see what you're harvesting in and the like. We have got the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck before I start the read, and we have got the 9 of Cups at the end. Putting them together, making the 10 of Cups. Isn't that fantastic? Okay, and so the Ace of Cups is all about love, having new love, getting new love, receiving new love, maybe having love for someone and you've never really told them. We're going to take that card first because that was a card that nearly flew out, and so on. And with the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups, that is emotional fulfillment. Okay, it's like being extra happy. It's like the person of your dreams, but it's not emotional fulfillment. That's the 10 of Cups. By maybe giving that Ace of Cups to that person, you'll be creating the 10 of Cups. Okay, so let's just pop the energies out there and then we'll go through what the energies are. Off the bottom of the deck, we're going to have a bridging energy, what connects the old cycle to the new cycle. Just there is going to be what the situation is for the old cycle. We are dealing with a 9 of Hearts, which is an older water sign, maybe up to about 16, 17 years older than you, not much older than that. That is the potential outcome for the old cycle. The Knight of Pentacles is the slow energy of that 7 of Pentacles we saw. Just here is the new cycle, the situation of the new cycle. That is the Queen of Swords, and this is the potential outcome for the new cycle, the King of Wands. And this is linked with a twin flame. Oh, it's magic. Okay, so that could be anyone. That could be any star sign or anything. I think that's just going to stay there for now. Twin flame. Yeah, this is like you. This is you in another person. This is your soul split into two. However you want to see, or however you believe twin flames work. I personally think it's all about reincarnation. You happen to be having 2 lifetimes in an overlapping time period, and that's why you meet twin souls or twin flames sometimes. Yeah, so there's normally one side of a twin flame who is clued up with it, sees the person and thinks that's the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with, and then there's the other person, the person who's been seen, who is not really with it and don't really understand it all and everything. And that's because they're on their like 3rd or 4th like reincarnation, so to speak. Okay, and then the person who does understand it all is on their 8th or 9th or any number, but it's greater than the first one. So they've actually gone through it, and there's something in their body, their soul, saying, yeah, I remember that. We got together with this other person, okay, and we spent the rest of our lives with that other person because it was you. Okay, anyway, so let's deal with this bit first. The older water sign. We got the 9 of Pentacles coming out for the older water sign. And that is an element of freedom, independence. This is the old cycle coming to an end. So maybe your freedom and independence is coming to an end. Maybe you've met someone and you want to be with them for the rest of your life. Maybe it is the older water sign. Maybe this is the same person. Okay. And all that malarkey. It is also an energy of like gaining finance, getting a windfall. Remember, if you win something, it doesn't necessarily have to be finances. Okay, maybe you win someone's love, maybe you win someone's loyalty. Okay, it's still the jackpot. Let's see what we got clarifying this. We got the Two of Pentacles and we got the Two of Swords. Okay, so or this could be the fact that you are becoming single and independent, which is causing the end of the cycle. Maybe you were in a relationship and that relationship is coming to an end. When I say relationships, you have to take that in every context as well. It could be a romantic relationship, could be a friendship, could be a work-related relationship, a work colleague or a boss or something like that. Could just be a family relationship. Maybe it's time to fly the family nest and start your own. Okay, but there's a hard decision to be made for this to end this cycle. Maybe you don't want to end it, maybe someone else don't want it to end, but it's a hard call to make. And you're juggling things around, possibly seeing if you can keep it going somehow. Okay, crossing this is the Eight of Wands. It's forward movement, it's just going. Okay, it's moving on. It could be messages out of nowhere. Sometimes the Eight of Wands is seen as messages out of nowhere, but whatever information comes from those messages out of nowhere allows you to move on. It's probably some form of painful message out of nowhere. You come home from work early and find your partner snuggled up in a compromising position with someone else. Yeah? Or you find out that your boss has been ripping you off left, right and centre and telling you that they can't afford to give you the pay rise which they've been promising you for the last 2 years. And then you find out that the new bloke who just started is on 3 times the amount of money you're on. It's painful. That's painful. Okay. Underneath that, we've got the Seven of Swords. You feel betrayed. It feels like someone's been robbing you, stealing from you, cheating you. Underneath that, we've got the Queen of Swords. Okay, so this is linking us now into the new cycle. Now, we won't go any further than that because that's a linking card. Okay, which says things will just start repeating after that. So that is the end of your old cycle. Or that is the old cycle, okay? The potential outcome from this is the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is all about planning, preparing. So the outcome from this is that you're not rushing out of this. You found your partner in bed with someone else, or you found your boss has been telling you that you can't have the pay rise, but then hired someone and paying them X amount more money than you. So you start planning. I'm starting to look for a new job. I'm gradually moving my stuff out a little bit at a time so they don't really know this. I'm calling in all my savings accounts so I have enough money to put a deposit down on a house or a flat and move out. It's slow, deliberate, and I feel it's so you don't draw attention to yourself. Okay, it is actually a sideways energy. It came out, it landed on the table sideways. I kept it there for the whole read. Okay, so let's see what else is. Oh, there you go. That's what else is going with that. So we've got the Knight of Wands going with that, and we've got another sideways energy, and we have got the Emperor going with that. So the outcome from this, you are sort of gradually preparing yourself to move on. Okay, the Nine of Wands up, the Eight of Wands up there was telling us we're moving on. You're moving on for your own reasons, for you. Okay, normally I would say it's some sort of passionate reason. I'm not going to say that on this particular one. It is a bit up and down sort of energy. Yes, you could be moving on passionately. Maybe whatever situation had a lot of passion in it at one point, and you're moving away from that passion. You're moving towards another passion. It is a card of action. It's a card of movement. So is this one, but it's a card of bloody slow action and slow movement. The Knight of Wands is a little bit faster. The Knight of Wands is an energy of seeing to yourself, okay, doing what you want to do, getting what you want to get. You see someone at the bar, you go in and you think, yeah, they're not wifey material, they're not husband material, but I think they will keep me happy in the sack for a little while. So you go and you chat them up, you take them home, you do your stuff, you kick them out. Okay, you get what you want out of them, then you move on. But this is, it's on its side. Okay, so it can be you're getting what you want out of this situation. But it's a case of also not actually wanting to have to do it. Okay, if that's making sense. And with the Emperor on its side as well, it's kind of like almost the same thing. The Emperor is someone who takes control. The Emperor is someone who's dominant. The is a masculine energy of the tarot. It's like expanding, and when it's in reverse, it's like using all those good aspects for bad reasons. So it'll be like expanding through war instead of expanding through trade and friendship and commerce. It would be like taking control through fear instead of taking control through respect. It's like all that. And this is kind of like all that mixed into one. There's the elements of fear, but you're taking control of your life because of that fear. But you're also taking control of your life because you respect yourself. That self energy of the Knight of Wands. Okay, let's see what's crossing this. What energy is driving this kind of squirry, whiffy energy is the Two of Cups. Now, the Two of Cups is all about a coming together of energies. So it could be, for example, you're the one who's found in a compromising position. You're the one who's been telling an employee that you can't afford to give them a pay rise, but yet taking on other people who are on much more money than you or someone else is on. Okay, and maybe you've met someone, or maybe so that could be that someone you're in the uncompromising position with, or this could be because of that you're sort of now getting this free and single mindset. So when you do meet people, you are actually looking at them as, are they a potential partner? Can they be a spouse? Could they raise my children? Okay, could they improve my company? Whatever it may be for you. And then someone has appeared. A coming together of energies. It's a contract card. It's a coming together of minds. Okay, you both have to be on the same page to actually understand the contract. So that's what's going on there. So let's move on to the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is talking about knowing the truth but not acting upon it. So the new cycle has already begun, but you are just not dealing with it yet. Okay, it's like having a car sitting there ticking over without putting it into gear and driving away. Okay, and it is linked with your twin flame somehow. So maybe your twin flames come into your life. So let's have a look, see what the clarifying energies are for this one. If it finally gives me a shuffle. Yeah, I can't really talk much more about that. I suppose the other way to look at this Queen of Swords energy is the Queen of Swords is sometimes seen as the divorcee of the tarot pack, the singleton, if you will, emotionally closed off, and that may be what you are doing. Okay, and that's what's put you into the new cycle. Your new cycle is the fact that you are now single and free and independent. And as he says all that, the Nine of Pentacles come out, and you already know the Nine of Pentacles is all about freedom, independence, being single, being free. Okay, and the Seven of Cups is coming out from that as well. So this is the options. You're free, you're single, you've got all the options in front of you. You've got, I don't know, everyone, you're speed dating, whatever it may be. And in amongst all those options is this Joker. Okay, it is Yeah, I'm sure you probably do have a joker in amongst those options as well, but I don't mean it like that. I mean, it's your twin flame, the person you are meant to spend the rest of your life with. Bearing in mind, if this twin flame is on their third, fourth, or more greater cycle of life on this planet than you're on, but in the same time period as the one you're in, yeah, they actually know. They remember. They've seen this speed dating advert and they've gone, yeah, let's give that a go. Yeah, because something, their soul is shouting at them, saying, "Yeah, we meet ourselves here, and we have a good time afterwards." Okay, so that's kind of like that energy there. And crossing this is the strength. The strength card is fear. You fear the fact that you have all these options in front of you. You fear the fact that you're free and single. Maybe this is the first time you've been free and single. I'll give you a little story out of my own life, which can hopefully clear what I mean up by that. I am now 47, okay, and it weren't until I was about 43 that I finally lived by myself. I lived with my parents, I lived with my girlfriend, which then turned into my wife, and then I split up, went back to my parents, lived with my brother, lived with another girlfriend, split up, lived with my brother again. Yeah, never lived by myself, never took hold of my own independence. I always went off and cohabitated with someone else because they gave me the backup. I kind of feared living by myself, taking control of my own life, being responsible for my own bills and my own well-being. Always had someone else there. Okay, but this is being strong as well, and that's why it's the strength card, because you're actually being strong to take those first steps. Now, what was it, 4 years ago? I wouldn't say I was strong to take the first steps. And the situation was pushing me into it for various different reasons and all that. But I did take the first steps. Okay? I was kind of strong. There was a kind of, I don't know, Emperor and Wands energy involved as well. I was being a little bit arrogant. I turned around and told the other person who was living with my brother at the time that I'd be out of that house before they are. So I kind of set myself my challenge. I had to be. Okay? Because no one likes to be proved wrong. So I was. And I moved on. I became independent. I became that Nine of Pentacles. And I have been that way pretty much ever since. So yeah. So your new cycle, your new cycle is an independence. It's a freedom. There's the world is your oyster. You can pick anyone you want from your speed dating, but remember your twin flame is there, and you will probably just be drawn to them anyway. Okay, even though you fear this single life, or perhaps you've been single for a long time, you've got used to that, and you're fearing actually finding someone else. Okay. Whatever it is, but you're being strong and you are going for it. King of Wands, outcome for all this new cycle is it's yourself again. Okay, you're being strong about yourself. You're going to start doing things that you want to do when you want to do them. You're going to be chasing your passions. If you want to just stay at home and veg on the sofa, that's what you're going to do. Even if you do hook yourself up with someone else, it's going to be like, well, you're not changing my life and the way it is. If I just want to stay at home, and even if you do hook up with someone else and the lovers come out, I'm just going to stay at home and do what I want to do. Okay, every now and then, because I want to. Okay. Yes, it can come across as a bit arrogant. It can come across as a bit up your own arse. But at the end of the day, you're doing it. Now, we've got the lovers coming out and we got the devils. The devils. There's more than one there, is that? Okay. We got the lovers coming out and the devil coming out. And so the lovers is all about, the twin flame. Again, it's a twin flame soulmate card. It's a coming together of those you and them. It's holding hands, looking into each other's eyes. Yeah, the devil, I think the devil is an opening up to doing things you were never thought about doing before. This could be a little bit of a kinky relationship you have with yourself. Remember, the twin flame in all intents and purposes, is yourself. Yeah, doesn't matter how many lifetimes you come back on this planet, you will have this core way of thinking, this core way of doing things. If you're, I don't know, like love fishing, not just like love fishing in this lifetime, you're probably loving fishing in every lifetime. It might come in different ways, shapes and forms. Maybe a few lifetimes ago you were throwing a net in off a boat and hauling in lots of fish for the whole village, but you weren't doing it because you wanted to feed the village. You were doing it because you loved fishing. And again, I can give you this little bit of my own self here in this read. You can I'm a carpenter. I play with wood. Okay, sometimes when people ask me what I do for a living, I literally tell them I play with wood, because that's what I do. Yeah, I enjoy playing with wood. I like the feel of wood. I like the fact that you can shape it, cut it, paint it, stain it, make it look totally different, all the wonderful things. And I make things with wood. I enjoy making things with wood. And once I've made them, I'm then bored with it. Okay, it's like, yeah, I'm done. Okay, I have bits and bobs kicking around my house which I've made, and sometimes even with the intention of selling, but then never bothered selling them because that part of it just doesn't appeal to me. Making the money doesn't appeal to me. Making the thing appeals to me. Oh, can I do it? Does it work? Oh yeah, look, that looks lovely. I'm done. Put it on the side, go off and find something else to do. Okay, so it could be kind of like that. So crossing all this is the Six of Wands. This victory is crossing it. You feel victorious. You recognize yourself. Remember, the outcome about this is all about yourself, because it's the King of Wands. It's a very selfish person. Okay, very selfish energy in the tarot. So you recognize that, well, before you can make other people happy, you have to be happy yourself. Before you can heal someone else, you have to be in good health yourself. Before you can feed the village with all those fish you're catching, you have to be healthy and fed yourself first. It's the recognition of you come first, which then allows everyone else around you to benefit from your good health, wealth, and well-being. But it is also a victory. You realize it's victorious. You feel like you've just won something by putting yourself first. So let's have a look at the bridging energy on here. It's the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords has been coming out for a lot in these reads. It's realizing the truth. Okay, realizing the truth that in the past you've always put everyone else before you. Realizing the truth that if you need to feed the village, you have to feed yourself first. It's realizing the truth that if you want to love someone, truly love someone, not just tell someone that you love them, yeah, you have to love yourself first. All the faults and all the goodness. Okay, you've got to love yourself. Accept everything about you, the rights and the wrongs, the goods and the bads, and we all have them because we are all grey. We are the ones who put grey into the picture. Okay, the universe just deals with black and white. We put grey in. We put every other shade in between. Okay, so you realise the truth about work. As I said, some of this could be the fact that your boss isn't paying you enough, and you find out that other people who have been employed on more money than you, maybe it's the other way around, maybe you're the boss. It's about work. You know the truth about the work. You found out that the employee you've been ripping off knows. Okay, so you might have to give them the pay rise. It's about work, but it's also about committing to it. Now, this could be working on yourself. Maybe you realise that the truth of the matter is you have to work on yourself, work on the relationship, work on the business, work on your work, work on whatever it is, but you have to work on it, okay? And you have to commit, you have to give yourself to it, not just, like I said about love, not just say that you love someone. You have to show them that you love that person. You have to make that person feel loved. Anyone can say, I love you. Hell, I just said it. I said it to all you viewers. I love you, all viewers, in every way and shape you can think of. It's really easy to say. Yeah, it's one reason I actually refrain from saying it until it just accidentally slips out of my mouth. When it accidentally slips out of my mouth, that's probably when it's meant to. it's probably when I do love that person. Okay, but until it accidentally slips out of my mouth, as long as I can actually realize what I'm about to say and put it back in, I've obviously not fully committed to it yet. So this is fully committing to whatever you're working on. And crossing this energy is the Queen of Swords again. Okay, throwing us back over to here, working on the new cycle, working on the new you, working on making you as a new thing. You're committing yourself to all that new cycle, that new you. Okay, underneath our Queen of Swords this time is that Nine of Cups, which we saw in the cup. Underneath the Nine of Cups is bringing balance. Yeah, I said about you have to have yourself in a good position before you can put others' situations into focus. You've got to be healthy before you can help someone who's ill. You have to love yourself before you can fully love someone. That is this. You've got to put in 6 or 3. They've got to put in 3. The balance has to be equal. Underneath that is the Wheel of Fortune. Things are just changing. Your perceptions of energies are changing. The energy itself is changing. It probably has something to do with Jupiter coming into Cancer soon. And then we got that 2 of Cups. We saw that crossing down here, the coming together of energies, the soulmate connection, the twin flame connection, yeah, the contract card leading to the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, now if you remember, we had the Ace of Cups and the 9 of Cups in the cut, making the 10 of Cups. That's transferring to the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles being the life you have always dreamt of having. So Capricorn, that is your read. It's come a little bit earlier than it was meant to have come, but I suppose it was the the 7 of Pentacles, which means it's a divine timing led read, which it comes when it comes, not when I want it to come, not when you want it to come, not when anyone else wants it to come. It just appears when it's ready when it's ready. Okay, you look on the back of seed packets, it says, oh yeah, it will take 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, in the perfect conditions. It doesn't say that on the seed packets. And your crop might take 12 weeks, 14 weeks, or it might be ready in 8. It might be ready in 4. It all depends on how good the environment is around it. Okay, so that is the end of your read. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does, that is fantastic. Please hit that thumbs up button. Let me know that you liked it. Throw in the comments what you liked about it, how it resonates, etc., etc. If you didn't like the read, that's absolutely fine. You can give it the thumbs down. I don't know why I say this at the end. Most people who didn't like the read would have left by now, but hell, one of you might be hanging on. So you can give it the thumbs down, but let me know in the comments what you didn't like about the read. If it's something in my realms of ability to put right and change, I can try to do that, which will hopefully make the read resonate with more people in future. Okay, talking about resonating with future reads, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel yet, please do so, because by adding your energies to the tarot team pot, reads like this will resonate with you on a more personal level in future. To help you with that, I'll be putting a link just there, subscription link just there. Just here will be a video popping up, which is what YouTube thinks you will enjoy watching next, okay? And just down here will be a link to the new moon in Scorpio, all signs overview I done probably about 7 months ago now. And that was also an older new. So you can see if this old cycle, which is coming to an end, was actually the new cycle, what was starting back in the new moon. Okay, until the next time you're watching one of my videos, you will be good out there.